Hello, welcome to today's video. We are back with another farmer. Today we are visiting a farm for sweet pepper. We're going to be learning how you can do this. The farmer is not growing in the open garden like we've been seeing in the past on this channel. Today we're going to be seeing how you can do this in a greenhouse. We're going to learn, we're going to experience how this works. I know in the past we've had pepper growing on this channel. We've seen different farmers how they do it. Now we're going to find out how do you do it when you are growing in a greenhouse. These peppers look so huge, so beautiful, so healthy. Now we're going to learn how can you do something of this nature. The farmer is going to be taking us through the process that he does to grow these sweet peppers here, and then we will be learning, we'll be understanding what it's like to grow in a greenhouse. Before we go, let me show you a bit. Look at this pepper. It's so big. Each pepper is heavy, as you can see. No weeds, and we are inside the greenhouse. The heat is modulated. It's not so hot. It's just enough for the crop.
Whoever is watching us, my name is Kimuli. I am a commercial farmer. I do farming as a business. This is Chigozi Fresh Farm. I gave it Chigozi Fresh Farm because Chigozi is my other name, and really it gives me the reason to wake up every day. We do sweet peppers here. Some call them capsicums, some call them bell peppers. We have specialized in that. We've tried out other things, but we decided to specialize in this. I hope you enjoy whatever we're going to tell you, we're going to share with you, and we can always share because it's a learning experience. I am 8 years down the road, but I am still learning as well. So please do not take this as the last lesson for you. We are learning together and still learning. Samsung, mbuyiseko sikulabe mukama wange wasuzuti mukama wange wa sa we are here. This is what we call Chigozi Fresh Farm. Chigozi Fresh Farm. Here we have 5 greenhouses. Five greenhouses, and for each greenhouse you see it is a garden. Yes, for each farm you see it is a garden and a hell of work. Okay. Yes, so here we majorly do sweet peppers, bell peppers, others call them capsicums. Capsicums. It is very, very, very important to specialize. Yeah, because people who benefit out of farming specialize. If you seek Akira, he will only do Bikajo, sugar canes. You won't do cassava, what, you what. because what the market wants is volume and quantity and quality. So if you can provide volume and quality, good to go. Not just a little bit of everything. Yes, there you will not get the better of your energy and investment. So these ones are empty for now, the first three, because yeah, we are going to plant them, I think, in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yes, we're going to plant them in 2 weeks. So we can enter one.
Okay.
And maybe you ask all your questions from there.
All right.
Yes.
No problem.
Let us start with this. He's our manager here.
Manager.
Yes.
Manager.
Sam.
Sam. Manager Sam.
Oliya mchala we.
Okay.
Sam, wabiwadde amazzi? Obiwadde amazzi? Okyalina kosi tugenda binoga. Okyalina amazzi? Okyalinamu? Kwatiraga tugenyera it is okay now. It is okay. Maybe nebintu bigejja mazzi. Bizitowa mazzi g'olubiwanga binywa byo nga byeyongerako kilo.
Sweet pepper not.
Aha, natandikira mu green. So we can have a walk. You can take that route.
This looks so nice. This is normally how they are.
Yes, they turn from green. They are first green, like you see this here. Then here you see it is starting to change color. It is starting to change color. It is starting to change color, and ultimately it turns into either red or yellow. Yes.
So either color. So this one is ready.
This is ready.
And the red one.
Yes, those that want to have them for export normally take it at this stage. Yes,
so it's completely turned.
Yes.
Okay.
Nakasero market is our biggest market. Actually, Nakasero feeds East Africa. Yes, because Sudan, Rwanda.
Even some Sudanese, they come and shop at Nakasero.
Nakasero feeds Sudan and Congo. It is only Kenya that we do not feed, and maybe Tanzania, yes. But Burundi, Congo, Rwanda, Nakasero. Yes. So when you take to Nakasero, you've supplied all over. Actually, exporters to Europe as well. Yes, camp there. Camp there.
What inspired you? No gamba, let me do sweet pepper instead.
Yes, the inspiration came from, you see, originally I'm a solar person. We do solar installations for people. So you go, the client takes you to their site or farm, and you see what they do. You see a greenhouse, you get so amazed. You try to enter there, but it's not easy to enter people's farms, most especially greenhouses. Okay. So you're asking what inspired me to do this? Yeah, visiting people's farms, you see what they do, and you get inspired. The fact that you have land and what it takes to do what others do. And also, I took a run through Nakasero market and supermarkets to find out the market potential of yes, of the capsicums, and it is really so big because what you produce is taken right away. We actually produce for the market. Yes, we do not move around looking for market. No. As you're planting your seedlings, someone is waiting for the output.
So you already know that by this time we are good to go.
Yes, so we plant for the market. Yes, so that is why I had to do everything against all odds to have this running. How we start from zero. Yes. Now we buy seeds.
Where do you?
There are specialized companies. There are like 3 companies we use. There's a Dutch company called Holland, Balton, and House of Seeds. House of Seeds is a UK company, I think. So there are others that buy, but we look out for seeds with superior quality to others. You get, because we are producing for a specialized market. So we look for seeds that are good to be up to the task. So after buying the seeds, you raise the beds. You make a bed and to get seedlings. But personally, I don't want to make my own seedlings.
You don't? Okay.
Initially, I used to do it.
You used to make the bed and
Yes.
that whole process.
But that's a very delicate process. It needs no mistake. It needs 100% dedication. It's just like a brooder for chicks. No mistake.
And a mistake, they can die.
They
Or
can
you
die.
Lose all the eggs.
You're going to lose the money.
hatch.
You're going to lose time. Yes, because seeds in the nursery take 4 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks.
3 to 4
So if you keep making mistakes, you're going to even spend like 8 weeks there. You understand? So what I do personally, I source. There is a Kenyan company, Raga. This guy's office is his nursery bed. You get? He's a specialist in raising seedlings. So when I did an opportunity cost what I incur to raise vis-a-vis what I pay this guy,
You are like
I know, I found it.
starting from the seedling level.
Yes, from the seedling level. I buy my seeds, take them there, he raises them. Perfect. 98% productivity.
Wow,
You get?
that's
So
a good return.
otherwise, if you do it yourself, you're going to lose like more than half.
Maybe get just 50%.
You're going to lose like
50%.
yes. There is even a chance of you losing
Oh,
100%.
more than that.
Yes. For example, your guy at the farm might be away carelessly, not watering them.
The person you leave to care for.
Yes, so that is it. So when we get our seedlings, at that point you've already prepared your pots. These are what we call pots.
Pots, yes.
With your soil, you've prepared
These
your
ones,
soil.
do you also get them like in? Are they on the market?
Yeah, these ones on the market. We buy them on the market.
Okay.
We get virgin soil. This black soil you're saying, it is virgin soil.
Do you have to buy the actual black soil, or the garden loam soil can do this?
Garden loam soil can definitely do it, but we always want soil that is free of any nematodes.
Okay.
That is free of any bacterial wilt.
Okay.
Soil that hasn't, where you've not done any planting of anything, most especially peppers, tomatoes, that attract nematodes. So that's why we get virgin soils from forests. Yes, from a forest, it is virgin soil. It has 0 nematodes. We bring it here, we sterilize it. I don't know.
How do you sterilize it?
Sterilizing, we use fire.
How?
We use fire.
Do you have a place here where you
Yeah,
do
we
the
do. I'm going to
sterilizing?
show you.
Okay.
Yeah, we
you
do
show us.
sterilizing. It is a metallic saucepan. You put the soil. The way they roast malwa, is they will roast that soil to more than 100 degrees to kill any unwanted microorganism. Yeah, because in a greenhouse you want to be in control of everything. From the soil, the water, the sun,
I can see the sun is really at a very controlled pace. It can't
Whatever
come
is
too
coming
much.
in here for the sun is perfect for the plants. It might burn you, but that's what's
That's
perfect
what
for
the
plants.
plant
Yes,
needs.
because this plastic is UV active. Yeah. So after preparing our pots, we bring in our seedlings, we plant. Yeah.
Okay, so you bring your seedling, you prepare the pot, you prepare the soil, then you planted your seedling. Then what happens?
So we bring in our seedlings. They're in trays. I'll show them to you. So you just pluck out one seedling for each pot.
So when you're going there to buy the seeds, they also give you the trays.
The trays are there. You can go with your trays. They also have their trays. So
and do the exchange, like you bring an empty tray and take the one full of
that
seeds.
is it. You can do whatever you find is what you
Is what
come
you
with.
use. Okay.
So you pick a seedling for each pot.
For each pot.
For each pot. That is day one of planting. That's a very hectic process, by the way.
Yeah, I can
A
imagine.
very, very hectic process because you must be very careful as
When
you
you
plant.
roast the soil, how long does it take before you can use it? Do you roast it and use it the same day, or it has to stay like for a few days before you can use it to plant?
We roast the soil and we leave it like for a week. Roast the soil, we put fertilizers, we leave it like for a week.
After you roasted it, then you put in fertilizer.
Yes, sometimes you can roast with fertilizers.
So they forgot those ones.
These ones fail as we work. Some will fall. It's painful, but
Yeah, it happens.
it happens. It happens because whatever you see is money. Here we sell in kilograms.
Yeah.
But it's Kimuli chorabano is money.
And they are heavy.
Yeah, they're very
seem
heavy. Each is like 2.5 grams.
Wow.
Yeah.
That means
obutabi bubiri bokka. Not bones.
Matabi gaba mangi
you pluck them off.
mu kutandika.
Because I'm seeing, they were plucked off.
Nosigaza ettabi limu.
Wow, this looks so beautiful. You see how big these are. Guys, as you can see, this is the greenhouse. It looks pretty awesome. The heat is regulated, like it's not so hot, it's just enough for all the crops. Then the crops are hanging. As you can see, there is room to move, room to walk. And then if you see on the sides, the pepper is hanging on these strings. The farmer will be explaining to us what this helps the plant, how this helps the plant. And then we have the pots right down here. You see the pots? Yeah. So if you're weeding, you just come and pluck that soil out. That grass out. Yeah. So it makes cleaning really, really simple and easy when you are growing in a greenhouse. It's much more easier, and you can regulate the attacks you can face on pepper. So these are the bags where the pepper seedlings are planted. So we'll be finding out how much pepper can be harvested from this garden later. But for now, let me just give you a tour. You can sit in as I show you around on camera, as you get a look at the whole garden. Hello, welcome back again. We are continuing with our interview with Mr. Kimuli as we learn about pepper growing in a greenhouse. Now, if you enjoy this kind of content, remember to give this video a thumbs up and also to subscribe if you haven't already. In the course of this interview, I'll be putting for you some subtitles in case you are not a Luganda speaking person, so you can be able to follow the conversation anytime we use Luganda in the video.
Tebyetaaga kwatika kati wembeera ne mmotoka tubiteeka mu kutiya, sometimes mbiwamu na mmotoka yange direct nantwale nakasera. Naye orders neeno zijja bw'okungula eddakiika eno n'enkya bagamba tuwe n'enkya tuwe, tebakuganya kubiweza ate we byengera ennyo bigonda.
So it's a blessing in disguise.
babitwala tebizitowa biba bitandise okuloozinga kilozi. Oli bw'akola order omuwa byombi kubanga ne baclient abajja obbagulako baagala byombi ne red munaye asinga owooma ogenda mulyako naawe ogenda wulira. Yes, mbadde
kikoze kitya brown side ya brown yabatenako yekikula kyakyo
yenkula kati kitandise okwengera
eri kyagala faana kirina brown ne red.
Kati tekikyuka mulundi gumu nga tekirina damage kale ebeeremu ekyo mu nnaku bbiri kijja bakikyusa kyonna bikyuka mpolampola tekikyuka mulundi gumu
nga olaba nti kino kiri kuva ku green to yellow kigenda va from brown to red.
Ne byonna bitandika bya green
then some can tend to brown before they go to red. And I'm seeing that color ya maroon eba brown
amakoola gano. Yes, kakati maybe your process kanji bayise nade njibagaba so wetumala okusimba okuva lw'osimbye paka lw'okungula kimala ennaku 9 gy'emyezi 3 gy'emyezi 3 gy'emyezi 3 kakati mu myezi egyo 3 tubeera tulabirira abagole baffe tubalabirira tujjako obutabi obuteetaagisa ettaka tuliriisa tuteeka ebigimusa mu ttanka waggulu ebimu tubiteeka mu ttaka wano ne mu bboma ne tufuuyiramuko.
Amazzi aga ttanka ziri ze tulabe wabweru
iyo process gye bayita bwe tuteekamu ebigimusa kye bayita fertigation. Mulimu amazzi obasumulireko balabe kaba basumulireko mulabe how the water drips.
Do you have to obwekubiramu obutuli n'okuyima oba already okireetanga
already obuleeta nga kuliko obutuli bwawo and on 30 centimeters apart. Every plant has its distance apart. Plants like there are some that are 15 centimeters apart. Cucumber is actually like ogadawa bwe gatonya.
So when you put in the tank, that's where you put nedagala lya kamlai.
Tuteekamu ebigimusa
That has been our episode today. I'll see you again next time as we continue with growing sweet pepper in a greenhouse. Nawe ngovuga singa kushakulese ife kumujjukiza ebyaffe nebyaddamo ebibuuzo ng'oli awo manaze ng'olyaganye okunyambako okufukirira tekako taapu otandise onoonya binegativu tuli mu kuwaana katunonyayo ebiwaana ekintu kino okulaga nti kirungi okulaga nti naawe omu wesanga ennimiro eziraddidde wakaawo aye tezeekoppa bulwadde
buli kamu kayimirako kaako
kagaawo kali kakaze byako kalwala kokka kalaba akakamu naye waliwo buba mu nnimiro obulwadde buba kuli ne budda kuno
anti tevudenga nti amakoola gano kugamenya
bonna bufuna teri katafuna babalefukirira tulabye
10 centimeters apart.
ettaka eno libakkalu gaserengetereeyo bwe gato
munda egayingira
gayingira
buli wamu ne gagenda
nesaamu kalungi kikoofunye mu kintu kino oba koyiza oba okwanguyira omulimu guno ebibanga kale nga tekoowayo obunnimiro ng'okusimba mu
okusima kino kino ekintu kimanyiriza kimu kiba kiwula kubanga kino bino tosobola biri mabweru biri ati biri mu
nedda kati azimba kino byonna bino abizimbiramu oba payipu ozeeteeramu
payipu gwozeeteramu naye kanyinsi so bigako nintekawo niramu nebitanga butono nembiteeka
naye kino kyekisinga okuba zino nazo osobola okugattagatta kasitoba n'ekiyumba kiro
anti kati olweddi kasoono gabooti bibinga byamukabwambusi waggulu okitegenya kasoono gabooti kino kijjako
nga byeyongera waggulu
anti kati biba bikadde kuta okusalira
so olina okisalira kati bunene obutabi kwaliko matabi oba kwaliko bino
kubako bino
ate bino bwobijjako
olaba kati wano ekimu kyolaba ekyo tugeze nga tubijjako nga byambuka
bwe mubijja kati ngeno waggulu kimulisa
kati nga betolaba bino nona bimulisa
bigenda kuwanvuwa paka eri
biwanvu wae tolaba biwanvu
bwe bituuka eno tebizzaako bukola buto
atebizzaako
kati bino mugenda bujjako
nedda buno olio kati buno nedda buno tebibaako bino
kati kano kalwalako kati mukajjaawo mukalekaawo
ako kibayite ettaka kibate ekiwotoka
kati ebyo ettaka teryafuna bujumisa bwe mwateekamu
nedda just awo kabadde obubeezi naye omuntu tobujjamu tubuteeka ebbali yakyako kibamu kiwotoka
kati awo musobola okujjawo ne muteekawo akaloberi
ekisoboka libafu
obulwadde tebuva kuli ne bugenda kukira
agundi keeka otolaba ekinnya kyekyo kyokka kiba kya mu ttaka akaveera
kati olina kukyusa kirala oteekewo ekipya
ettaka eddala
naye ngaate bino bibe biwedde
kati kino kyokiyiwa n'okijjamu n'oteekamu eddala eddungi
n'oteekamu akabala
naye
ng'akabalako weekali
nedda
obuto
bwe kibaamu kati olali ettaka
oba obulina obuto oba osobola okukyusa ettaka
bw'okyusa ettaka kino kyekiddamu anti
bino tubikungula ne tubijjamu
ne mukyusa n'ettaka lino lyonna
n'olikwatamu booti n'olikwatamu n'olukyusa olaba kankulage kano kanguleze kano laba kano tutonya obikulamu bino kati kano n'okwatamu ettaka anti kati muba mulimu ebirandira n'okyusa booti n'ojjamu ekimu ekyanya booti n'okyusa buli kimu kyonna kiba bulungi nnyo kiba bulungi nnyo n'olete ebijimusa biteekako n'osimba obuto nera bwe buto
era buddamu ne bukulawo
akawunti ku otoko oli tasigala waawo
anti kino nga kino
eryo n'osooka n'olijjamu
naye singa liwadde eddamu nga lino nga seryawo toka oba osadde
okuddamu
kati sofa lino mulididdamu mulundi gwakumeka
guno gwakubiri
kati nolwe munogamu temunoganga ebikutiya bimeka katugambe kiro 10
bino
ruumu eno yokka
ruumu eno kisinziira kale ebyengedde
naye bwe byengedde katugambe nnyo
ebyengedde
nga byengedde
kugamba bingi
ekikusawo kimu n'ekitundu okay kati temufuna bano bandya kimu nguzaayo kimu
apakinga bupakinzi kati nina tugenda binogamu kati
mugenda binogako bakyabitwale abitwala nkya nakasero
kati genda bijjamu
kati lwaki tobinogamu nga bwe tuli oba olinda amaleko gamba
amalako ngamba
webale kukola webale projekiti ogisinye nawe osobola okikola
ate wemba sente kati bukimu nzakikola wa
nedda ngamba okuzimba ngaagwe mulimu gwo
nsobola
kati gwobeera ku kyalo
sibira ku kyalo kino nange nabanda kulesimu nenkola actually bino ebintu kale nali ebyo nga bensomesa ekyobundi byerimu yewe ebito byedagala bingi waliwo akakwasa ekimuli bingi kale wali bingi wali
ofuira buli wiiki ofuira Friday tegeza ne ku Friday
kisinziira oguba enkuba etonnya tufuira ennaku muno obuuka
naye waggulu enkuba
teyitamu just mu mbiriizi muno kati muno empewo bibino yebikuza
empewo
yebikuza
amazzi tegayitamu omwo
n'amazzi getufukiiza
tegeza mukasanira bibadde biri green bwe biti
bulungi nnyo ye fuba nkuba musana oba nkuba tulima
mbeera mulima
tuba tulima kubanga olwensonga amazzi gabaamu mu ttaka zaffe ziizo kati okuva mu birumuzi byonna biri mukaaga biri 5
byonna birimu bino
ate kati temuli
eri temuli
tugenda kuza buza bupya
kati mulina bimeka ebirimu kino kyokka
biri bibiri
nakino ekiddako webale kukola
kale
webale kukola mulimu mulungi okutwaliza awamu lwakubanga okugejja ennyo mulina kyemukikuba nekigejje so oba ekiriisa kiri
ebijimusa byekuganda ebisukulako ebijimusa ebisukulako wansi
wekibeerako ekimu nekigejja nnyo kati kino kigezze nnyo naye ate bino tebinnabagejja
kati olaba yes mulimu ebigejja bikyagejja ebisinga ebimu bito kati nga bino ebisuka bito tudde nkugamba bito tukitegedde mulimu ebito ebyambuka
mulungi n'okukongolako obukolo bwe ate n'otabusuula wano otwala bweru
kasasiro
kati eriyo si wammwe
waliwo waffe olusuku
n'olusuku mweruli webale kukola oli musimu abo naye ate mulungi n'okupakinga buno okutya kati onokugerawo
okupakinga ettaka
n'olipimira kati mpima futi nekafumaka
ekuki ettaka
wano kempekanya okuzza wali
obala buno obutuli
obutuli katuli wenyini wooteeka
zobala
kati ettaka lyerisooka mu payipu oba payipu zerisooka
nedda ezo payipu ziteekako obutumaze okukula tusooka otalimbika nga buto
ne bufuga ne butalinkana. Okay. Kati ekyo kibeera tekifulumya amazzi.
Sweet pepper spacing is 30 centimeters.
30 centimeters.
Yes.
Okay.
Cucumber is around 40 centimeters because its leaves grow big, so big. Then we have things like vegetables, lettuce, those that grow, strawberries. Yes, those are like, I think, 20 centimeters.
20 centimeters.
So depending on what you're farming, that is what determines the size of the type of drip lines you're going to buy. Yes.
So that means when you go to buy these, when you tell them what you're growing, they give you the appropriate meters, or you have to look for the meters yourself.
They give the appropriate. Yeah, because they will always ask you, what are you going to plant? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because each crop has its totally different properties. Yes.
So in those 3 months, you're taking care of your babies in the pots.
Yes, in the pots.
And what is involved in the process of care of these?
Yes, that process involves feeding.
Feeding.
You're giving them fertilizers every week. You give it a different fertilizer.
Okay.
And every week a totally different.
Okay.
We keep rotating the fertilizer.
Do you administer these fertilizers through water, or it comes in form of soil?
Yes, it is two-way. There are some we administer through water. We put them in the tank. Specialized measurements we put in the tank, so you open the tap and they come along with water. You get. Some we put in the snap sprayers, and we spray.
Physically?
Yeah, physically spraying.
Okay.
There are some we put in the soil, down in the soil. Yes, that is what they call top dressing.
Okay.
The ones you put in the soil here last like for a month.
A month?
Yeah, like for a month.
Wow.
They feed the plant like for a month. Yes.
How do you determine what is needed? Is there a process that, this time you need the one of water?
Very important. Now, we examine using our eyes. Okay. When you see one looking like this with such a damage, that is calcium deficiency.
Calcium deficiency?
Yes, so you're going to spray calcium. You either spray or you put it in the tank. When you see your leaves looking like a little yellowish, looking a little yellowish, then we are getting a deficiency of, come and look at this. You're having a, I've seen one here, something like this here. You see, it's turning yellow.
Yes.
This is a nitrogen deficiency. Nitrogen. So you apply a fertilizer that has nitrogen. Okay. You get. When you see your leaves trying to roll a little like this, coil a little, that means
like this. Oh, this is
like this as well. You get. This is nitrogen as well. Yes. So you examine nitrogen with your eyes.
Deficiency, yellowish, and then the coiling.
Same. Yes.
Deficiency. Oh, then that's when you're like, okay, I need a fertilizer.
I need to apply this. Yes. Hot pepper as well.
So when you determine that, okay, it's nitrogen, then according to what do the market tell you that, if you want nitrogen, this is the one you should use, or you should.
Now these fertilizers come with labels. Actually, they're all NPK fertilizers. And it is very important you read the percentages of each element. Yes, so if we talk of one that has more nitrogen, it will always. One that has more potassium, that has more.
For potassium will be higher.
Yes.
So if its deficiency is nitrogen, you look for, when you go to buy your NPK, you want N to have a higher ratio
than the rest.
Okay.
Yes. Actually, you always have them in the store. Yeah, because it's important to store your. Yes, we get challenges here that can destroy your garden in a week. Yes.
When you need to come and
for example, if you look at something like this, this is a pest.
pest attack.
This is a pest attack. This, if unattended to, can destroy this farm in the garden. Yes. Yeah, but it's managed. In that 1 week, in the weeks, the 90 weeks, usually these are like you're going to see in the other houses.
Yes.
The branches are many. They can even be 5, 4. So as you start to harvest, you can try to maintain all the branches. And after harvesting, ultimately these plants are going to grow up to
Is
here.
that the maximum they go?
It can even roll here.
Oh.
Yes, it can even
So
roll
it goes up to the room you have created for it.
up to the room. You get. Actually, the higher the house, the better for them. You can even bring in a ladder here. Yeah.
Some where they harvest with
Using ladders. Yes,
Yeah.
and also that depends on your targets as a farmer. Yes, if you want to keep this farm garden for a year, it is okay.
It's possible.
It is very possible, for as long as you feed the roots.
The roots. How long? What's this maximum longevity when it is still giving you?
I
a
know
good
someone.
amount of
I know
produce?
someone who has kept them for a year and a half. Me, I only keep for 6 months. After harvesting, I harvest for only 6 months. Some harvest for a year, some harvest for a year and a half. Others even cut them. They cut them and they resprout.
And they harvest again.
Yes. Feed the roots.
Oh wow.
You get. But that depends on the target of the farm. You just fertilize. You fertilize. You keep adding. You changing. Feed it. Feed it.
These
You
are the
get.
browns I was saying. Some come like from green to brown and then to red.
Yes. It is turning red. Is this brown? Okay, whatever you say.
This is the process of it going to
That
red.
is the process.
So
Yes.
it's
So I'm not sure if that is brown.
Yeah.
I leave that to you.
To a red. I think while it is coming to this, it first gives this appearance of brown. And then eventually, it's a
Yeah,
process
so
of
exporters
running.
want them like this.
Okay.
Those that are ready to eat want it like that. Yes.
Yes. So this soil, doesn't it, when you remove for 6 months, do you reuse the same soil to replant?
Very good question. Now it is advisable that you take the soil out, heap it somewhere, the rain falls in it, because that rain will take away any acidity in it, all the fertilizers you've been putting. The rain is going to drain them, and then the soil is going to go back to its originality. Yes, because right now we are putting fertilizers. So after some time, before you put new plants, young ones, it's important to follow that process. Take them out, let the rain flow in it, and take out all the fertilizers, so that by the time you bring it back in the house, it is at 0. You get. So you start fertilize fresh again. You get. Because like I told you, everything in this house needs to be regulated. Yes.
Because when you do not, and you just keep adding, you cannot know how much of the fertilizer, what is
The soil is even
retained.
acidic now. Yes, acidic for the young ones.
It may not give you
A good
good
productivity.
returns.
Yes.
So how many months do you take to this one to prepare to harvest?
When we plant, we take 3 months to harvest. Hoping I've got your question properly.
how long it takes before you harvest it.
3 months.
3 months.
Those are the 90 days. And you harvest. Personally, I harvest for 6 months. Yes. And the science behind harvesting these things, every time you pluck off this, a new one comes. Because this one is consuming the food that would have gone here. That is why if you look properly, this one is drying off. Because the nutrients that would have gone in
Don't
it
come up.
don't come up.
reach.
So tomorrow, if I remove this,
These ones will start.
they will
getting
start
ready.
getting. If you look at them critically, most flowers are dropping. Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Each of them retains 1 to 3 fruit, heavy fruits.
Yeah, depending. This is a defect. This is
What is that?
a calcium deficiency.
Calcium,
This is calcium. Calcium deficiency.
calcium deficiency.
Same happens to this, yeah? It's a calcium deficiency. So these I take to the restaurant and
And
they cook as green pepper.
oh, they can be cooked as green pepper.
Yes. Very nice. Because the market doesn't need them.
This one was
That was calcium as well. So, some of the most important questions and things to understand here is how many plants you need in here. This particular house has around 1,200 plants.
1,000.
200 plants.
make the house the same, or it depends what the area.
You're the very good question. Sometimes the size of space you have determines the size of house you're going to put there. But a standard greenhouse is 8 meters by 30.
How big is this one?
This is now 8 by 24.
8 by 24.
This is 8 meters by 26. It's not 30 because of the nature of the land. The first house is 9 meters by 30. Because the space there
So
is
it's
big.
literally the standard.
And also that size will give you fruits good enough to take to the market. Yes.
You said this house has 250?
It has 1,200.
1,200
plants. So 1,200 plants for the 6 months. You expect that each plant will give you at least 3 kilograms.
Each plant?
Yes.
Within the 6 months?
Yes.
Each plant like this.
Yes.
Will produce as much as
At least 3
How many
kilograms.
plants make a 3 kilograms?
Around 6, 5 to 6.
5 to 6.
Yeah, this size, 5 to 6 of this size.
So that means each plant will, in its lifetime of 6 months, can give you 5 to 6 fruits.
That is a kilo.
Oh.
That is
So
a
it
kilo.
has to be
I mean
times
3 kilos, yes, times 3. But now that is under great care. Under great care, giving them very good time,
15 to 18.
giving them good fertilizers, good manures. But no, that is too ambitious. That is too ambitious. Let's assume it's going to give you only 1 kilo.
1 kilo.
Those are only 6 plants. Those are only 6 fruits. Here we already have 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
We've already harvested. You see here? You see here? We've already harvested some.
And you are at
It's already giving us a
This one is really.
it's giving us a kilo already in a month's time.
Ingredients are really pushing. Even the flowers are not. as
So when
steady.
you remove this one is going to, believe me, no other fruit can come here.
Only one until.
No one, even this one is going to fall off. If it's going to come out, it won't be a good one. Yes. So harvesting is also good.
It's more like it's taking care of the crop
Ha, ha,
by harvesting what's ready
ha.
and eat it off.
Very important. Yes. So
those ones on the other side, they are still young.
no, we are harvesting.
They all have some reddies
But
everywhere.
I can see many.
They are so green.
Leaves
Now,
are very many.
hey, now we are in the process of taking off leaves, pruning. So
Pruning.
actually that one was pruned first. But this house in a greenhouse, jangu mpoda mpoda. Mu greenhouse, bino ebintu bikula misana na kiro.
Okay.
These things grow day and night. They first prune this side, the other side, this side. If you come here next week, even this will be like this. Remember a greenhouse
Every time.
every day and night. Because even, germination, conditions for crops to grow properly, water, warmth, and what? Water, warmth,
Oxygen.
oxygen. Yes. Our net brings in the air
Yes.
for fertilization day and night. This plant, this house is warm even in the night.
So it's regulated.
By its nature, the heat that comes in
Stays.
doesn't easily go out, stays in.
So even when the heat is little, it can retain it.
Retain.
And
So even in the night you can sleep here because it is warm. It is never cold here. So that means in the night, these plants
the
are
plants
growing.
are enjoying.
Yes.
So they don't get bothered by the changes in weather.
So if this one plant gets tired, how many clothes? Oh, you harvest how many clothes?
If
Let
it
us
gets
assume,
okay, assuming I have understood your question.
Omusobola kibuuza mu Luganda.
ekibala kino okisimba oba okisuubira okukiggyako close mmeka paka lwekikaddiwa?
Ezo ze nagambye kilo esatu oshege kati olaba kino eno twatandika dda wano twajjawo wano twajjawo wano twajjawo wano twajjawo wano twajjawo
Kirina damage. Is it damage?
No, it's just
kikola oshege twajjawo kati bino nabo bwe bivaako gy'okomogga gye bikoma okukola ki okukula kati gwe omulimu gwo your role is to keep trellising them is maintaining them on the strings. Yes.
Where do you get these strings?
We buy them from town.
That's
Hardwares.
the place where-
Hardware.
Then at what point in the 9 months, no, in the 90 days that they are in this bin, at what point do they start producing the fruit?
At 4 weeks, they start flowering. That is 1 month.
Okay.
So they start flowering. So between 4 weeks and the 9, the fruits are growing. And you're feeding them. These things are heavy feeders. They consume a tank of water, 1,000 liter tank of water every day. Every day. We have water, we've drilled water there, and Amaz is not a problem. Actually, it's an essential. Tandika, I would advise that before you think of
Start a greenhouse.
water,
Have a water source.
because this is 90% water.
90%.
Yes.
So you
Water.
have to water as much as
Water,
possible.
water. But regulatedly,
Not too much.
not
of
too much.
anything.
Sekajanja.
So how do you know that this is enough water? Do you release it like for a particular time?
Yeah, we use our eyes for a particular time, like 5 times. Sometimes umsana we guma monji. Tank and number. And actually, as greenhouse farmers, twagala nnyo omusana. It is very cheap to maintain a greenhouse mu musana. Obunnyogovu butulwaza nnyo bright. So twagala nnyo
So while
omusana.
other open farmers as are crying
Craving
of
for
the
water.
heat, greenhouse farmers are like,
We are so
yes.
happy. Because as someone who uses solar water pumping, every time it shines, me, I'm getting water. My crops are getting thirsty. The more they get thirsty, the more water they
need.
the more they take take water, the bigger they grow. Yeah. Actually, I think just like cows, pigs. Yeah? The more water they take,
The fatter they become,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the more you harvest from them.
so twagala nnyo omusana.
Kakati omuntu waffe ayagala okutandika ekintu kino advise gyomuwa kutereka ssente nga mmeka?
Yes, before omuntu ayagala okugira ekintu kino, Most importantly, I advise that someone aberenga I know what for their farm. You get. If you don't have time, please do something else. Zimbe mizigo. Jota.
Giteetaaga care.
First thing, time. Better know what but find someone who has the time. Ekyokubiri, water. Please, better know a source of water. Because these plants are water. Tewali kirala. Yes.
Water.
Before we get to wetaga center maker
Those
to
things
put
need
up
to be in
this.
place.
Yes, they need to be in place. Your time and water. Yes. Center maker, kati me I'm a metal person. Me I do metallic. For reasons because we have so many termites in this village. Me I do metals. Someone can as well do wooden.
Okay.
Wooden.
But wooden, like you said, if you have termites in the area.
Yes, it is very expensive to maintain. The difference between this metallic and the wooden, the difference could be around 4 million shillings. The difference in price could be. Nayowa wooden in the long run, maintaining it is very hard. Very expensive in the long. Nayowa bakola. Wooden is affected by weather. Assuming we are carrying a ton of peppers here. This is like a ton. Kilo, lukumi. Chibuyaga. This pepper bino byolaba bino. They are very heavy. You can't even imagine. They are very heavy.
You said one is like 250 grams.
Yes.
Big one.
Yes. So
it's
chibuyaga nga bwajanga mungi. It's very easy okusuula ekiyumba ky'emiti. Bigwa. Naye metallic talina gy'alaga. Yes, so in the long run,
Metallic is a bit as not as expensive to maintain. There is that pole. Now let's show you how the strings move. From that pole, you see that barbed wire? It's going all the way. I don't know how approximately long this is, but we'll ask and find out. So then it goes to this metal pole, as you can see. Now this metal pole, this particular greenhouse has that segment you've seen. It has about 1, 2, 3, 4 segments. So now this pole comes all the way from there to there. You see? So this greenhouse has those 4 segments, but each segment or the whole greenhouse horizontally, these barbed wires, the one I've shown you, it goes all the way across all the 4 segments up to the very start. And all of them are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They are about 12 lines, 12 strings. Those strings that you are seeing up there, the strings of barbed wires, they are about 12, running from there all the way up to there. 12 strings. That's quite a lot of pepper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6, as you can see below. Each has a couple. So that is that row, and then this row. Now
need to
water,
have
time.
Then
Now, for a house like this, a standard house like this will cost between 16 to 18 million shillings. Yes, that is a full package. A metallic house like this, yes, that is everything inclusive. Actually, I do this myself. The first house up there cost me around 25 million shillings.
Oh, the other one that is on the actual
Yes,
standard
it's a
size.
company that I got from a Kenyan company from the exhibition. Yeah, the exhibition in Nambole. Yes, I bought it expensively. So I realized that that amount is not tenable. So I learnt the technology. I learnt it and I realized that, wow, I can save more than 7M making it myself. And actually I've learned how to actually make it for other people as well, because we need to promote the technology. Really, the market needs the produce.
greenhouse.
So that is it. Whoever intends to do this will do their mathematics.
Yes.
Assuming on standard, these are 1,000 plants.
Yes.
It can give you, let's go with, say, 2 kilos
Average.
on average. The average price for peppers is 5,000 a kilo, but we sell up to 10,000. But the average price, the lowest it can go is 5,000. So that means that this house will fetch you 5. Assuming you get 1 kilo, you're a new farmer, you've made so many mistakes, you can only get 1 kilogram of each. That is 1 ton. 1 kilogram times 1,000 plants, that's 1 ton. Yes, so at 5,000, that is 5 million shillings in a particular growing season of 6 months. If you're a good farmer, you can keep raising your bar from 1.5 to 2 kilos to 3. Then you can do your mathematics and calculate your return on investment. How soon you can recoup your money. That is the mathematics. Yes, fertilizers are not expensive. They're not the deal. Yes, because this house up to completion, the fertilizers will cost you up to less than even 500,000. Yes. Labor is another mathematics that someone has to go into. I always advise someone to do this when they have a space for expansion. Because one worker can work in these 2 houses. You give them the same salary as having only one house, giving them the same amount of money.
When the person only has a small space.
Very
to work.
important. So it's important that you have
A number.
a good space for expansion. So at least 1 or 2 workers can work in them, giving them the same money. Because, for example, this week they are working in this house. Next week they are working in that house. The other week they work in another house.
Now, if they have one house, they work. This
They
week, next
sit.
week, there is no work.
They're
they are
eating
around
your
that,
food, they're relaxing, you're
and you
paying
will
them.
pay them.
That is another mathematics.
Oh wow.
Yes.
And then these pipes, do they come with a greenhouse, or someone has to again?
This how they come with that package I've told you.
Oh.
Yes, the package includes everything, including the pipes. Yes. No, seeds are also very cheap.
Because the greenhouse, you can plant anything, right?
Yes, you can plant anything. Seeds are cheap. These cheap seeds cost only around 400,000. Yes, they're not a big deal. If you invest in the structure, the rest is
So the
manageable.
structure
about spread,
spray.
yeah, but particularly, yeah, by use.
Yes, when we get into that agronomy, like I told you, every step needs a different fertilizer, a different pesticide. Someone has to learn how to identify
What the
different
attack
pests.
and what is needed.
Yes, someone has to identify thrips, mites, and there is a remedy for everything. In a greenhouse, there is no cause to worry. There is a remedy to everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unlike the open garden, because the soil can have something you have no idea.
You have no idea.
Then you try, you give up.
In a greenhouse, everything has a remedy. You spread today, that will be the end of the story. So that's not really hard. And for a new farmer, within 1 month, you have mastered. Because personally, I mastered the art from here. You make your mistakes, you learn through your mistakes. You coordinate with other farmers. You read on the internet. You talk to the seed companies. So as you're growing, you're learning, you're becoming an expert.
Okay.
Yes, within 1 month,
You'll be good
you
at
don't
it.
need.
What
But
now for you, this particular greenhouse, yeah, with this sweet pepper, what are the common attacks that you receive?
yeah, we
in
get
terms of
thrips, we get mites, we get caterpillars, we get basically those three. We get powdery mildew, and that normally happens during rainy season. You get, so it is always important to prevent whatever you've talked about. If you prevent, they will never come.
How do you prevent?
You prevent because the cycles are the same, the pesticides are the same.
Yeah.
So at every level, you're aware that at this level, aphids love to come when the flowering stages come. So you start your prevention measures. You get?
By prevention measures, you use the medicine for aphids before aphids come.
Yes, because
when
they
aphids
will always
come, they are
come.
repelled.
Yes. It's not a given that in a greenhouse you are 100% safe. Nothing will come, no. Because even in your gated house, even when you put cameras, even when you put what, your child will get cough. You get?
Like the child, the
Even
cough
when they
won't do
don't
the
play with
camera.
others outside. Yes. So it is not 100% safe, but very easy to contain. Very, very easy to contain. Guno mwezi ngenda mwezi gwa kubiri. Hey, I'm 6 years. No, I started this in around 2016. I'm about to make 20 years.
Oh, wow.
10, about to make 10 years doing this. Birungi ki? Hey, birungi ki ha? Nze mba n'akasente Eva. Mbaamu. Mbaamu. Akasente kabamu olaba kati we ali mu kukungula. Buli week we harvest like twice. You get, so akasente
In a
kabamu.
harvest, how much do you normally, how quantity? Like,
Yes, now that question has always been so hard for me to answer. The growth and harvesting nature of these crops is, I think it's what they call a sigmoid curve. As you start to harvest, the produce is too
they keep
much.
growing and then they
It
start
does
coming
this. It does this. So it's very hard to determine. But what I can assure is that in the entire growing season of the 6 months you're harvesting, you have harvested at least more than a ton. You get? But for each particular harvest, it varies. It varies, and also it depends on how the orders come in. Someone can call you, bampe eddakiika eno zonna z'olinamu mpaamu.
Just
Ng'olinamu kilo 5. If you're not in a hurry, you can wait. Akazongerako zibe 7. I love Nakasero because it's the biggest market in the region. Not just Uganda.
and then
You get? It's a reliable market. Siyagala nnyo omuntu kujja kati nguzeeyo kilo 3, kilo 4, I don't.
and
I actually have only one client in Nakasero. Many keep calling, but I don't. Yes. There are times ebintu ne bibeera ebingi ku katale, and there is scrambling for the market. Scrambling. But if you maintain your clients, like 1 or 2, even during periods of too much produce,
they'll take
your first priority. Even by mistake, if your quality is not good, they will take it because now mubeera naye
a
n'okukubeererawo.
relationship.
It is a relationship you've built. So nze siyagala bampe.
Genda na
No.
and then the middleman.
Abo b'Nakasero be ba middleman bennyini. Because they sell to the final consumers, they sell to exporters. But most important thing for a business person, because I want to tell you that I do so many businesses, and we have a challenge of capital in this country. Patient capital, what people call patient capital. getting money from a bank and you're given a grace period to pay. That is actually the biggest advantage I've got from this farm. If I want to get money from my other ventures, say I want to buy a car, say I want to invest somewhere else, but I want that money to be paid back patiently, I'll get it as an agriculture loan. They give me a grace period of like whatever I want, 3 months, 4 months, because whatever they ask, whatever grace period you want is what they give you. So during that time of the grace period, me, I'm doing other things. The money is coming back, then I pay. But you can't get that patient capital from other financial products. With other financial products, they give you money this month on first, next month on first you pay. So that is the biggest dividend I've got from the farm.
What's the durability of this greenhouse?
Yes, these houses, this plastic up here expires. It's UV active. Okay. It has a lifespan of around 5 years. Okay. Yes, and you realize that as time goes on, it's the productivity of your crops keeps reducing. You get, when it gets to like 3 years, productivity keeps reducing. So every after 4 years, you have to buy a new one. The rest, the nets, you don't change anything.
You only change the upper thing?
Only the upper thing. Yes.
Okay. Now, if someone is interested in growing in a greenhouse, what would it take for them to have a greenhouse constructed for them?
Yes, greenhouse.
Or what do they need to have in place?
What do they need to have in place? Yes, like I said earlier, I always advise my friends, my people to have time to manage. Then a source of water is very important. If we get time, I'll show you my source of water. I've drilled a bore, but hand drilling. Another thing to have is land, of course. Someone needs security of tenure. The land must be yours at least, because you're putting money there. I wouldn't wish that you hire land, then you put these expensive structures. A few months down the road, the owner of the land is disturbing you.
Decide to do something else. You've invested.
Yes, you have drilled your water, you've put this. So I would love that you have that security of
the land.
The land should be yours. Yes. Tewe wala taka.
To put a construction of
yes, topangisa. Yes, because this is an investment. And like I told you earlier, the one of the intrinsic benefits of this is you can borrow money off this.
The building.
So you're coming, you've hired land, bank guy comes and how we're going to give you patient capital. Security, security CEO.
Oh yeah, the land is
not yours. You're going to miss out on that benefit. You get my point. So it's very important that, because it's a takario. Yes. Then what else you need is, of course, money to buy this greenhouse package. Yes, this package, a metallic one, standard house of 8 by 30 meters will cost you between 16 to 18 million shillings.
16 to 18 million shillings.
Yes.
A standard house of
8 meters by 30.
8 meters by 30.
Yes. So 16 to 18 million shillings will take.
What are normally the ranges of houses that people take or that you build for people and they are ranges?
Yes, there are some people that want smaller houses, but I advise them that Tamuchikola. You don't have the volume to go to the market. Going to the market, you spend money. It's like okurunda enkoko. Oburunda enkoko 10. Noli arunze enkoko 10. Muteekamu amaanyi gegamu. Eddagala mugula lye.
And you may not profit.
Tojja omukozi omusasula ssente ze zimu ng'oli. Yes. Eddagala mugula saketi nga y'emu. Amazzi beyemu. So it's very important that you do it.
So what is the advisable starting?
8 meters by 30.
8 meters by 30.
Or bigger.
Or bigger.
That is good enough.
That is good enough.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so you said for someone to have one, they need to have their own land, a source of water, and they need to have time to take care of whatever they're going to plant. Because we know that you can plant any crop in a greenhouse, right?
Yes, you do.
Apart from maybe matoke.
You can plant. Greenhouses are majorly for horticulture.
Horticulture.
Yeah, horticulture. Fast growing, high demand.
Crops.
Yes, because it's important that you do not do things that will compete with outside farmers. You're investing, they are not investing a lot. Yes. So it is important you grow high value crops
That you know
sold
they
in
are
kilograms. Yes.
horticulture. Like for example, people here don't highly consume pepper. But pepper is mostly exported.
Exported
Or bought
and
by
high end markets, supermarkets,
hotels.
hotels.
Yes, who
Yes.
have different kind of. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, if someone, let's say, do you go to their places? Like, is that all part of the package, or that is a different price? If let's say they are in Mpigi or they are in Soroti. And
Yes, what I'll do for you, I'll come to your place, look at the topography, because I wouldn't encourage one to do it in a wetland.
Okay.
These houses don't like cold places because of the will of the what? Of the bacteria, of the mildew, powdery mildew. I'll help you look at your place, the topography, the size, the water quality, source of water. Then constructing, I actually do it from my workshop.
Okay.
Yes, I do the fabrication from my workshop. I bring this house to your place for
When it's ready for
installation. Installing one house will take you like 5 days. Within 5 days, we've finished.
So if someone is in Soroti, you're staying there.
That is very near. Yeah, for 5 days we are there putting it up and living. Yes.
Okay, anything else I need to know?
Yes, anything else? So the rest of whatever is important, the agronomy bit of all of it, the pesticides, the fertilizers, those ones are best understood on ground. On ground. I can help take you through like for 2 weeks to a month. Visit you like once a week, and it's very easy to understand. Very, very easy. No logic behind it. It's a no-brainer. Yes. If you have the passion, you give it the time, you're going to be an expert at it. Yes. There is no special school to go to. Labor hiring someone, you do not need someone highly educated. Yes, you need someone manageable.
You teach them? They don't have to know what
Yes,
they're
they don't need to know. They don't need to know.
You
Yes.
just show them, do this,
Do this. And within 3 weeks,
You're good. They are good.
they're good to go.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, if I may ask, when you were starting this, how much was your starting capital?
Starting capital. Now, that question will confuse someone who wants to start.
Okay.
It is going to scare someone who is going to start. Let me tell you, it's going to be scary if you tell someone he started with these millions of money. They'll be like, wow, Nabijawa. My story involves borrowing. You get, I borrowed money to bring the metalwork here.
The first
I actually paid that loan before the greenhouse was set up. It took me like 6 months to borrow more money to set up and start. So that is my personal story. Someone else there has a piece of land to sell and get the money. Someone has a salary to finance. So the starting capital, I don't want to scare whoever is hearing, listening to us.
You were ready. You're like,
I was ready.
this is worth the risk.
Yes,
Let me go for
I
it.
was ready. Yes.
Okay. Wow. So it means the stories don't have to merge.
They do not
But
have
also
to
there
match.
there could be someone who is in a similar state, is like, I want to risk it all and go for this. I want to go for this.
Yes, risking it all. First of all, what I would tell my dear ones, in a greenhouse, in farming, greenhouses, there is really not so much. Don't expect to come over and be like, I'm going to get rich overnight. Return on investment is like, if you're good and you have that time, like a year and a half to 2. You get. Naye mulimu ne ziroosi mu greenhouse. Oyinza okujja n'obisimba byonna akawuka ne kabikuba. The market destabilizes you. You get a very bad seed. A very, very bad seed. You get. Your psyche must be business oriented. You must have that business acumen. In case things do not work out in the first house. Yes. No giving up. No giving up, but you must continue. So you must run this like a business entity. Esobola okwewolera ssente zaayo, esobola okwegeneratinga ssente zaayo. Yes, like a business person. No giving up, no crying, no begging.
Not becoming a nuisance to people.
No. Whatever you plan should be sorted by
your business.
Yes.
Wow. Now, what parting shots would you like to give to those who have been watching this whole video today?
Wow. It's an amazing story, and it's the learning never stops. I am 8 years into the game, but I am still learning. Not becoming complacent. Don't do this and you go to town and sleep. No. It's a learning experience. Every day you learn something new. Every day, every year you improve. So it's very important for someone to have it in their head. Actually, I must tell that so many people have failed the houses. They've failed. Because after doing this, they answer the first one, then they become complacent. They start doing online farming. No. This is a business, it's an office. You must attend to it.
You have to show up.
Like 3 times a week. A week.
You can't do it on phone.
No. Wow. These are like your children. They need you. They need to see you. They need to see you. And believe me, you will talk to these plants. It is something psychological. My guy here stays here every day. But I think I know these plants personally more than he knows. More than he knows. Mbimanyi omusinga. Era nze mwana ina ekyali wali kyabaki. Kali nakale katekafuna amazzi. Naye nga takola ki?
They didn't notice even.
Nze mba nakaja kalo nalabye dda nti Karoli nze nkalabye. Nkalabye ayinza batakalabangako. Okitegera so ye. Nfukirira nakubye bbo. So if you came back after 1 week, ennimiro yonna eyinza obeera bweti ng'eroolinze okugikomyawo osiitaana.
Olonga olimira ku ssimu. Wow.
And these plants, the way they grow day and night is the way they can die day and night.
If it's a dying situation,
they'll die
it
day and
happens
night.
Day and night.
If it's growing, it's day and night.
Oh wow.
Yes, so I think that's a good parting shot. Not
you.
Becoming complacent. Love them.
Yep. Thank you so much. This is the second greenhouse. We've just seen the first greenhouse. Now in this second greenhouse, they are not yet harvesting heavily. like they are in the first greenhouse. As you can see, the harvest. As you can see, the leaves are so heavy because the crops are still young. There is not much red like it was, or the yellows like it was. So let's take a quick trip in this one too.